Hey, what's up? Dillio coming to you again, DillioT2K.com, and I just wanted to take a moment to do my review of the Curtis King, the Prosperous hip hop producer. I currently have the Audible subscription, and I had some credits. And I was kind of wondering what book to get that I could listen to, and so I actually went and got the audiobook version of this book, the Prosperous hip hop producer. And I've kind of been on kind of like this journey where it's like I'm not where I want to be, so maybe there's something I don't know, maybe there's something else I need to learn to help me along the way. And just these past couple weeks or months or so, I've just been learning a lot, learning more, and been making better decisions. And so I have the saying, dig the dirt and find a nugget. What I mean by that is that, there are a lot of courses teaching how to do everything. There's a lot of courses teaching this and that, and not all of them are great. Not every book that you listen to on Audible or in real life is great. But sometimes you can find the nuggets in them, and sometimes one course can have a nugget that will totally give you a new perspective and change your direction as you're trying to go. And this video I'm trying to talk to is for producers. It's really for anybody, but really for producers who are trying to make it. This book definitely spoke to me as a music producer, and that's very important because a lot of books and a lot of stuff on YouTube, the information on YouTube is so fragmented, so to have something this compartmentalized is really good. Now, first it really came off of autobiographical, but the interesting thing is that I didn't have an issue with that because there are a lot of parallels. He talks about his living situation, his early starts, the struggle of having a place to do music. If you've been following my channel, remember I did a vlog about how my music was too loud to the neighbor next door, but I've been living here for years, and suddenly I got police at my door because my music is too loud. And I think every aspiring producer who probably can't buy a good space has that struggle of wondering about or fighting with their environment. He talks about that. He talks about his financial struggles, and he even makes a point that it's not as a badge, but I think it's a true story. And I guess it was kind of shocking, the transparency of it. And I just saw parallels, the whole making music on Music Maker, Interview Music Maker. I remember that program. I messed with that program. So I saw a lot of parallels of myself between him, the figuring the next step. And so, you kind of come to a point to where you're kind of rooting for him to make it to the next level because you know where he comes from as a music producer. You know the struggles. Getting hardware. Like, I remember my first copy of FL Studio and how I learned about that in like high school, and just having that hardware and how that affected your sound, and so there were a lot of parallels. And one thing that I really liked mostly about the book was at the end of it, because there's an appendix, and this appendix gives you fundamental step-by-step instructions. Now, I've studied with mentors, and I've checked out courses, and you just all this information, boom, 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 coming at you. But the way that he talks about producing beats online or selling beats online, he broke it down step by step, and it was just made very plain and very simple. It's almost like he actually does it. And I've studied under other mentors and stuff like that. No strike against them. But not every combination of you with other people can get you the results that you're looking for. And I'm not trying to blame anyone else because I've studied other courses and stuff like that. I actually got a course from BusyWorks Beats. Let's talk about it. And I need to review it because there was so much information. And I think as a music producer, and Curtis talks about this in his book, about just the impatience, just the urgency to make it, and how if things don't come to pass in the way we think it should, and we don't understand that the music industry is a process, especially in the process of placements, it can seem like a really rough time. And it makes me want to write my own book and tell my own story. But this is a review about that. But that's the thing is about this book, is that it just makes me relate so much to his story. And you know, beat battles and stuff like that. I had experiences with beat battles. You know, he's had experiences with beat battles. He talks about that, the dynamics involved in that. The day job, the tug of war between your day job and your passion, right? He talks about that. I mean, a lot of producers may not be in a position where their music finance supplements or funds them financially. You know, I mean, I'll be transparent. I'm not in a position where my music can support my living. You know, I'm not in a position like that. You know, I work a day job, grateful for it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I want to learn and to apply and to make my music support myself, you know. And that's the thing, you know. I run into a lot of people, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people say, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. But I've met through a lot of people who talk. Yeah, let's collab, you know. They doing all this, but after a while, you're kind of left with nothing. It's like there's no progression. I don't know if he really talked about that in his book. He does talk about relationships starting and ending, but it seems like he kind of, or maybe he just wrote about it in his book. Maybe he left a lot of that kind of stuff out. But it seems like one relationship progressed to another. You know, it's definitely got me interested in beat battles again, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of beat battles because the last one I went to was kind of not really set up in my favor because it was based on crowd participation, and every producer there had friends that would come with them, and I can't really remember, and I'm not saying it never happened, but I can't remember a time where I did have someone come with me to a beat battle, you know. But it's about the book. So it was just really inspiring. It's encouraging. Just the relationships he talks about with his family. And it's you know, you got to hand it to him. You know, when I first saw him show up on YouTube, I'm like, who is this guy? Like, really? Okay. Like, what makes him so special, you know? But definitely the story lays out why he's special, and definitely why I'm watching him now to learn from him, you know. A lot of producers and a lot of people have gotten to places in their life before me, you know. And me being a producer, it's easy to, I guess, get discouraged because it's like, well, dang, I've been at this too. Why didn't I figure out why didn't things, you know? But you have to just keep going. And definitely Curtis King, through all the adversity that he talks about to get to the placements, to get to where he's getting his own business, and the struggles, and just hearing about good. Another thing, where he heard about good ideas as far as books to read and things to do, and things not clicking till later on, you know. And I definitely can relate to that, because I've heard a lot of great stuff over the years to do, but until I understand it the right way, until it clicks for me the way it needs to click, I won't do it, you know. So, you know, he's definitely had some mentors. That's one thing I haven't had really, is a mentor to really. I've met a lot of great people, you know, but I haven't had a mentor that really seemed invested or interested. I have people support. I definitely had that. Plenty of people support. I've had plenty of people to help me do this with equipment. So I got that. And I had a great opportunity to learn a lot. And, you know, I'm in a city, but I'm in a big city. I'm in Atlanta, where the game's supposed to be and all that. But, you know, it's definitely got me soul searching myself to see, okay, what can I do that can lead to different results? You know, how can I network? How can I change my mentalities? And you know, now if I were now with me trying to get back into it now, keep in mind that I've tried and I stopped, and I've tried and I stopped, and I tried and stopped to sell beats online, because I believed that I was worth it too, that I could make an income from my beats, you know. And it seems such like a remote dream, because a lot of times I will get discouraged, and I'll just kind of, all right, sit that down, do something else, take care of this, and then, oh yeah, I want, you know. And now I'm kind of back at the beginning cycle. It's like, okay, I'm trying that again, along with everything else. How can I do it different? How can I do it better? And definitely at the end of this book, there are some ideas. I don't think I really talked about everything, and I didn't want to spoil the book. I don't think I did. But it's definitely an impressive book. I listened to it all the way through. Like, I couldn't stop listening to it. It was a page turner, but an audible turner, because I could just relate so much from that. And I'm still in the middle of my journey, right? I'm not at the 6-figure income. You know, I'm just trying to see 30. Let me see 30K off of this music. I'll be straight. You know, let me see 40K. I'll be straight. I'll go back home to Flint and do this. You know, I don't think, you know, even though ATL is good, if my money was right off of this music, that's all I really wanted. And I think a lot of producers feel that way. And, you know, so if you have an opportunity to listen to the book or buy it, I recommend you do it. If you're like me, you got too much stuff to do, definitely the audiobook version is good. I definitely recommend it. And it's actually for a good price on audiobook, which is pretty dope. But you know, if I make a lot of sales from the little that I learned from his book, I'll definitely will buy the hard copy as a way of saying thank you. And hopefully this video is saying thank you. It's really dope. I'm trying to learn how to do it myself. And if it comes to the point where I got to hire a mentor, somebody to do it, or buy another course, I will. You know, I'm in dig the dirt, find a nugget. I'm just trying to dig through all this dirt, find a nuggets to help me change, help me be a better producer, to help put me in a better situation financially off of this talent. I believe there's room there for me. And yeah, I get frustrated because I just don't have it all together, and I'm still trying to figure it out after all this time. I feel overdue, but I'm still learning and I'm still doing new things, and I'm trying. You know, that's why I'm doing more reviews. I'm doing something different. I'm trying to switch up and see what's going on. I see a lot of people respond to reviews more than a lot of stuff I've ever done on my YouTube channel. So maybe that's why I need to be doing more of. And, you know, definitely want to sprinkle some more remix. I know that connects with a lot of people too. I want to do that. So, yeah, I'm done talking. I know it's a long video. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And definitely, if you're an aspiring music producer who is still trying to get from the side of having to work a day job to where it's funding you, I'm in that battle. I've been in that battle for a while. It's been a lonely battle. He talks about loneliness in his book, so I'm not the only one that feels isolated in this situation. And, you know, I'm still here. You know, I'm done talking because I need to go to bed, because guess what? I got to go to work tomorrow. So great book. Just want to give it 5 stars and just recommend you guys to get that book or get the audio book. It's inspiring, some great ideas, especially if you're trying to eat off of this. All right. So shout out. And yeah, I think I covered everything. All right. Let me know if you like this video. Hit me up in the comments if you made it this far. Subscribe if you made it this far. Shout out to you in the game. I'm out. Peace.